It's Memorial Day weekend, which means summer is just about here. The time of year when my armpits begin to resemble that swamp planet where Yoda lives, and people set off for fabulous vacations. But if you've got travel plans coming up, it's important to remember a few simple tips, which I'll give you in my brand new advice segment. Now that I think about that title, it's perfect. So let's talk about some of the mistakes people make on vacation and how you can do better. For instance, like these guys.
Tonight, new video of two men damaging ancient rock formations here in the West.
Two men seen damaging ancient rock formations at Nevada's Lake Mead National Recreation Area outside Las Vegas. The vandals not once, but twice, knocking massive redstone boulders off a cliff last week at the popular Redstone Dunes Trail. A young girl standing behind them screams out as the rocks come toppling down.
Amazing. The first time these guys work out in their lives, and they do it by pushing over million-year-old boulders. Hey, should we get a Bowflex? No, let's just up nature, you know? Someone should go find these vandals, and it shouldn't be too hard. Just look for the guy whose daughter has a blurry face. There can't be too many of those. So here's just the tip. Next time you're in the desert, ask yourself, would Wile E. Coyote do this? Then do the opposite. Now, maybe you're thinking, this doesn't apply to me. I'm more of a lie on the beach kind of gal. Well, guess what? There are plenty of ways you can mess things up, too. Like what happened to this lady.
First up, don't be a fool and never mess with a raging bull. Shocking video shows a woman on a Mexican beach refusing to get away from the beast and paying a price.
They tried to tell you. Did you think Let Me Speak to the Manager would work on a giant bull? They are the manager. But that's my tote bag. I have a bag of warm grapes in there. Lady, those are his warm grapes now. Just walk away, you know, and then for dinner you can have carne asada for revenge. So here's just the tip. Next time you go to the beach, pack a matador. Now, here's a story to remind you that smart traveling begins when you're packing your suitcase.
There's a plea for leniency this morning in the Turks and Caicos. Another American tourist has been detained after security officials found live ammunition in their luggage. That's illegal in the Caribbean territory and carries a mandatory sentence of 12 years in prison. Right now, 5 Americans face those charges. None were carrying firearms, and all claim they didn't even know the bullets were there.
5 people, and none of them knew they had live ammunition in their suitcases. This is how gun crazy some Americans are. You know, most people going through their luggage find old hotel keys or sand from that beach trip. These guys are like, oh, good, my spare bullets. But this one isn't entirely on the tourists, okay? Turks and Caicos, I get that you're worried about rising gun violence on your island, but I don't think it's coming from Americans bringing in 2 bullets at a time. You know, bullets don't do anything without a gun, right? They're not running around your island, like, throwing bullets at people. So I think Turks and Caicos is being a little unreasonable. And if this were up to me, I'd have those Americans back in a second. It just takes one simple phone call. Hey, Turks? Hey, can you release the prisoners, please? No? All right, let me talk to Caicos. But as it turns out, someone else is already on the case.
Tonight, several members of Congress pleading for leniency for the 5 Americans facing 12 years behind bars in Turks and Caicos. A bipartisan delegation of lawmakers going to the territory, meeting with government officials, urging light sentences instead.
Wow. Nothing motivates bipartisanship like a free trip to Turks and Caicos. So here's just the tip, okay? If you're going to do something idiotic that gets you arrested, make sure it's on an island paradise your elected officials want to fly to. Yes, you'll still be in prison, but at least you can look through your bars at the congressman holding a surfboard waving, hey, we're doing everything we can. Now watch me rip this double-barrel flip side, you know?